Hey guys, I hope everyone had a great fall break and is happy to be back in enrichment. Okay, so this week we're doing some more chapter 4, and we'll meet again before the chapter 4 test. So if there was anything from last week that you're not sure of, you can always, send me an email or a text message. You have to send it like 2 or 3 times, but you can bug me and that's fine. And next week I have a more open week, so if you have anything, let me know. But we don't have any tests until after next week, after one more week. So don't worry about that if you're not sure of some questions before the test, because we will see each other again before the test. So next week, let me lay out your week for you real quick. So you're going to have a 4 point. Oh, my pen's in white on white. That's not helpful. Let's pick this color. Okay, so we have 4.1 subchapter. And then we have a lesson on determinants. And on Cramer's rule. Then we have a lesson on inverse. And then we have a lesson on augmented matrix, row operations, and augmented matrix. I'm just going to write augmented. This is basically what we've already done. So it's just solving equations using a matrices. And there's this other method with row operations, but where you have these ones and zeros and you're trying to get them to all match up. But here's what I want you to use. I want you to use your calculator. How we've already done it. Okay? You can watch Edward. And if you want to do it with the ones and zeros, more power to you. You do that. But if not, sometimes as teachers, we want you to know all the ways to do something. And sometimes there's just too many ways. And this is one way too many for me personally as a teacher. So, like I said, if you want to watch the video and have another way to use matrices, great. If not, just use the calculator to answer all those questions because you already have the skills and abilities to answer those without another method. We in public school in Texas don't teach row operations in augmented matrix anymore. So, I learned it when I was in high school, but we don't teach it because now we have a calculator. So, and we teach other things that we think are more important. So, whatever you decide for that one. So here's what I want to do, and then you have another subchapter. It's like a book ended with subchapters this week. Subchapter at the beginning, subchapter at the end, 3 lessons in the middle. So here's what I want to do today. You're going to break up into 3 teams, 3 groups. So one group, let me change my pen color so you can, I'll do red. Okay, so one group is going to do determinants, one group is going to do Cramer's rule, and one group is going to do inverse. Okay, and here's what you're going to do. You're going to Google how to do determinants on a calculator, how to do Cramer's rule on a calculator, how to do inverse on a calculator. Okay, so there should be 3 of you in a group, 3 or 4 of you in a group. Make sure you have at least one calculator and one Googling device. And Google those 3 things. And then you're going to share with the class. So maybe take 10 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes to figure that out. And then each little team will share with the class. And then I want Miss Clark to put this subchapter up on the screen. And y'all do as a class 2 to 3 problems from each section to see if your little presentations were beneficial and helpful. So, and here's the thing, guys. It is just so important to me personally, and I would hope to you and your parents, that in this day and age, it's not about learning determinants. Okay, the most important thing in Algebra 2 for Tuesday or whenever you do that lesson is to not learn determinants. The most important thing for all of this, all of our learning is that we, in this time, are learning to learn. Like, that's so key, because like I said, augmented matrices aren't even a thing we do anymore. And so what are we going to be doing in 5 years? What are we going to be doing in 10 years? What are you going to be doing in 20 years? It might not even be the things that you're currently doing. So it's the idea that you need to learn. So today is a good practice in learning to learn, because there's 3 things that aren't super, super complicated. They can all be done on the calculator. And so that's why we're going to do it this way today. So 3 or 4 of you are going to do determinants, Cramer's rule, and inverse. So you're going to Google it up, make sure you know how to do it, and then share it with the class. Got it? And then do subchapter 2 or 3 problems in the subchapter to make sure that you've got it. And y'all can even do more. And then, guys, if you get some subchapter done, woohoo, woot woot, get some subchapter finished, and then you can just copy it over to your subchapter. Okay? So, but don't do all of it, because we want to see some of your own work. So 2 or 3 problems of each one. And then after you do 2 or 3 problems of this one, if y'all have any extra time, put this one up. And y'all can do 2 or 3 problems from last week's work on the subchapter. Okay? So I will be back next Friday, and I think that I never will miss again, except for, that's kind of a lie, one extended day in November. But otherwise we're going to spend the rest of, I'll be there for the rest of the days. Okay? Have a great Friday, guys, and I will see you next week.